Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Ritz, you are a political activist, aren't you?
I would not consider myself that at all, Senator.
Okay. When you were sworn in as U.S. Attorney, you gave a speech, didn't you?
I did.
Okay. Here's what you said. I'm going to quote from your speech. But you should know that justice for me is about more than putting people in prison. For me, it's also about who votes and how hard it is to cast that vote. It's about where pipelines go. It's about where bus routes go. Justice is about whether people in all zip codes can get along, whether women have access to health care, whether citizens have affordable housing or clean drinking water. Sometimes those are Department of Justice issues. Sometimes they are not. But for me, they're all justice issues. Did I read that accurately?
I believe so, Senator.
Okay. Did you really remove the Tennessee state flag from your conference room?
Senator, I appreciate you asking about this again. As the chief federal law enforcement.
Welcome. Did you do it?
So I felt it was fundamentally inappropriate when I gave press conferences and similar statements to the public to indicate or suggest somehow that I spoke for the state, which I don't under our system of federalism.
Are you embarrassed to be from Tennessee?
Not at all, Senator. I am from Tennessee, grew up as a public school kid in Tennessee.
But you were embarrassed to have the Tennessee flag.
That's not it at all, Senator.
Okay. You have a history of lying to your professional colleagues, don't you?
That's not true, Senator.
Okay. Do you know a former public defender named Stephen Shankman?
I knew him to a degree. I'm not sure we ever had any cases together. I knew who he was, yes.
Well, in a private email, not meant for public consumption, to another one of your professional colleagues, this is what Mr. Shankman said, talking about your lying. He said, "It is unfortunate that this is not the first, second, third, or whatever occasion that this sort of thing has occurred. But everyone should be aware of this unfortunate pattern of behavior. You should be aware," he said to the other lawyer, before the other lawyer dealt with you. "Your client should be aware, and you should proceed with extreme caution." Was Mr. Shankman lying?
To the degree he suggested that I acted unethically, that was not accurate, and it wasn't in any occasion, much less on numerous occasions.
Okay, let's talk about this case, United.
Welcome back, everyone. Today, we have a major political showdown that is making waves in Washington. A high-stakes Senate hearing where a nominee faces some of the toughest questioning we've seen in a long time. This one is full of tense exchanges, accusations of lying, and believe it or not, references to the Easter Bunny and Elvis Presley. Let's break it all down. What happened, why it matters, and what it says about the state of our government today. It all started with a fiery line of questioning from Senator John Kennedy. The nominee, Mr. Ritz, found himself in the hot seat as Kennedy pulled up past statements and emails that suggested a pattern of, let's say, questionable behavior. The senator wasted no time setting the stage for a grilling unlike any other. Kennedy's approach? Make it clear that this nominee has a history of political activism, something that could call into question his ability to be an impartial enforcer of the law. But the real fireworks were yet to come. One of the stranger moments of the hearing came when Kennedy confronted Ritz about allegedly removing the Tennessee state flag from his office. Ritz tried to explain it away, but the senator kept pressing. Was he embarrassed to be from Tennessee? Did he feel it was inappropriate to display the state's flag while serving as a U.S. attorney? It was an odd exchange, but it spoke volumes about how political identity plays into these nominations.
Mr. Shankman lying?
To the degree he suggested that I acted unethically, that was not accurate, and it wasn't in any occasion, much less on numerous occasions.
Okay, let's talk about this case, United States v. Von Rico Weber, which you claim to not remember. But before I do that, a few seconds ago, you lied to Senator Hawley, didn't you?
I'm under oath, Senator. I did not lie.
You said You have no knowledge of any complaint, professional complaint made against you, didn't you?
I said, I have no knowledge of any sort of formal complaint, and he read from a letter that I don't believe I ever saw.
And you were shocked. You
If
never heard of that before.
if there were a formal complaint, that, as I said, I had not known about that.
Okay. You were amazed.
I don't recall any of that.
Any-
I recall this Mr.
You
Weber's
have
case.
amnesia about it.
Again, I am unaware of any formal complaint or investigation. Certainly was not,
You believe in the Tooth Fairy?
Senator, I don't,
You believe in the Easter Bunny?
So where does this all go from here? Will writs still get confirmed despite these allegations? Will there be more investigations? One thing's for sure, this hearing put a major spotlight on the tensions between political ideology and justice. Let me know in the comments, was this a fair hearing or was it just political theater? Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the biggest stories shaping our country. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and I'll see you in the next video.